I was talking to Brandon off the air, and I said, you did an interview. I don't remember exactly who the kid was who interviewed you, but you did an interview right before the Devin Larratt and Levan Saginashvili match. And because as one of the few people on the entire planet that has pulled both of these gentlemen, I remember like what you said and what happened was so like it was what happened. The guy asked you, what if Devin does this or you do that? And you just said Levan's power was on a different level. And it was just one of my favorite interviews. I just wanted to throw that out there as just a fan of the way you broke that match down. And now in hindsight, I haven't heard you talk about it afterwards, but did it go the way you thought it would, or?
It went exactly the way I thought it was going to go.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Levan is a beast. When I pulled him, I was probably the first one that pulled him with that level of strength.
Yes.
And I kept telling everybody, like, you have no idea. Yeah. You know, if you saw the match, I walked away laughing every time. So it's like, holy shit, what am I going to do?
Yeah, because I remember, I was living in Singapore at the time, and it was you drew Levan the first round, right? It was the first round.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And I always think of you when I think of Tim Bresnan. I think of the sunglasses, no nonsense, come like arm wars, Tim Bresnan smashing Devin Larratt, and I don't think I've ever seen you smile. And I was like, is he laughing because that guy's just so good, or like, what is it,
Exactly. It's because I had no idea what to do with him. I tried and it all looked the same, but I tried all kinds of different things, but just way too strong. He's just way. I mean, it makes me laugh. I mean, Dennis Cyplenkov, I was able to do something with. And they're all comparing. Dennis is a great puller. Was a great puller.
Right.
But he's got nothing for Levan. I don't believe.
It's kind of like the way he was describing it's kind of like when we had Lachlan versus Todd Hutchins, and people were like, "Why didn't you try this? Why don't you try that?" He's like, "I did."
Yeah, I tried.
Exactly. Yeah. If you'd have saw the background, Devin Larratt was yelling the same shit at me when I was pulling Levan. Try this. I'm like, I just did. I just did that. He's like, it didn't look at it. I'm like, yeah, well, I did. It didn't go any further than the first time. I tried. I hooked him. I top rolled him. I tried to do a weak move. I tried everything.
Right. Too much.
Nothing.
Crazy.
It's humbling.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you say that because I know that's like kind of the, Dennis Cyplenkov's kind of like the last hope, if you would, the Luke Skywalker of arm wrestling, when people think he'll come out of retirement or come back. But interesting to hear your opinion again.
So even at his peak, he wasn't strong enough.
I'm going to take Tim's word.
I'm going to take Tim's word as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, Dennis was powerhouse, but Levan's just another creature. He's unbelievable.
And what about
telling everybody this?
What about the talks of they say like the prime Lub case, where's he fit in the mix of Levan or even Cleve? I don't know if you ever pulled Cleve Dean or that was before your time.
I never pulled Cleve Dean.
Okay.
But Richard Lupkus at one point to me was the strongest professional arm wrestler. He wasn't the best. Richard never had really a whole lot of technique, but Richard was the strongest man I've ever pulled in my life until I pulled Levan.
Really?
It was crazy.
So stronger than Cyplenkov.
I believe so. I don't think he had the technique, Cyplenkov, because he didn't have the coaches. He didn't have the training partners. Richard didn't train. All he did was lift weights. Right. He had nobody to train with. So he really didn't have a whole lot of teachers. But strong, oh my God. But like I said, until I pulled Levan, it's like, holy shit. That's crazy.
That's crazy. So, Mr. Bresnan, we had an awesome event this weekend. Did you get to watch East vs. West?
I did